On May 10, 1869, at Promontory Summit, Utah, the famous Golden Spike joined the rails of the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads. This moment, captured in famous photographs, marked the completion of the first transcontinental railroad across America. But the real story isn't about that ceremonial spike. It's about the thousands of workers, mostly immigrants, who built this massive project with their sweat, blood, and often their lives. Let's start with the numbers. 1,776 miles of track, over 4 million railroad ties, millions of spikes, and over 20,000 workers. The human cost? We'll never know the true number of deaths, but estimates range from hundreds to thousands. The project began during the Civil War. In 1862, President Lincoln signed the Pacific Railway Act, authorizing 2 companies to build the railroad. The Central Pacific would build east from Sacramento. The Union Pacific would build west from Omaha. The Central Pacific faced an immediate problem: labor shortage. The California gold rush had taken most available workers. Their solution? Hire Chinese immigrants. Initially, Central Pacific leaders were skeptical. Charles Crocker suggested hiring Chinese workers, but Superintendent James Strobridge doubted they could handle the work. He was quickly proven wrong. Chinese laborers proved to be incredibly skilled and determined. They did the most dangerous work, carving railroad beds into solid granite, handling explosives, working in deep snow at high altitudes. In the Sierra Nevada mountains, Chinese workers were lowered in baskets down steep cliff faces to plant explosives. Many died when ropes broke or charges exploded prematurely. Others died in avalanches or tunnel collapses. Despite their crucial role, Chinese workers faced brutal discrimination. They were paid less than white workers, about $31 per month compared to $35 for Irish laborers. They had to pay for their own food and supplies, while white workers got these for free. The Chinese workers staged one of the era's largest labor strikes in 1867, demanding equal pay and better conditions. The railroad company responded by cutting off their food supply until they returned to work. Meanwhile, the Union Pacific building westward relied heavily on Irish immigrants and Civil War veterans. Their conditions were also brutal. Plains winters brought killing blizzards. Summer brought scorching heat and cholera outbreaks. Native Americans fought against the railroad's intrusion into their lands. The railroad companies hired armed guards and got military protection. This wasn't just about protecting workers. The railroad was actively destroying the Native American way of life. The railroad cut through hunting grounds and scared away buffalo herds. Railroad workers and settlers killed buffalo by the thousands, often shooting them from train windows for sport. This deliberate destruction of the buffalo was a way to force Native Americans onto reservations. Construction was brutally fast. Both companies got paid by the mile, leading to reckless speed. The Union Pacific laid 4 miles of track in one day in 1869, a record achieved at horrible human cost. The engineering challenges were immense. The Central Pacific had to blast 15 tunnels through solid granite in the Sierra Nevada. One tunnel took a year to cut through just 124 feet of rock. In winter, avalanches buried work camps. In summer, men died of heat exhaustion. Disease was constant. Medical care was basic or non-existent. Many workers' bodies were simply buried where they fell or placed in mass graves. But the work continued. Both companies raced to lay more track, knowing that more miles meant more government bonds and land grants. Some of this track was so poorly laid it had to be rebuilt later. The financial side was equally corrupt. The Credit Mobilier scandal revealed that Union Pacific insiders had created a construction company to overcharge for work and pocket millions in government funds. When the railroad was completed in 1869, the Chinese workers, who had played such a crucial role, were largely erased from the story. They weren't allowed to attend the Golden Spike ceremony. Few official photographs include them. The transcontinental railroad transformed America. It cut coast-to-coast travel time from months to days. It accelerated Western settlement, sparked economic growth, and created the first unified national market. But this achievement came at a terrible cost. Thousands of workers died. Native American nations were devastated. Corruption and financial scandals marked the project from start to finish. Today, parts of the original transcontinental railroad are still in use. Modern trains roll over grades carved by Chinese laborers, through tunnels blasted by Irish workers, across plains where Native Americans once hunted buffalo. The railroad represents both the best and worst of American history. It showcases remarkable engineering, determination, and vision. But it also demonstrates exploitation, racism, and environmental destruction. When we tell the story of the Transcontinental Railroad, we need to remember all of it. Not just the ceremonial golden spike, but the iron spikes driven by immigrant workers. Not just the triumph of completing the track, but the lives lost building it. That's the real legacy of the Transcontinental Railroad. Not just steel rails connecting two coasts, but a complex story of American progress and prejudice, achievement and exploitation, dreams and devastation. The next time you hear a train whistle, remember those workers, Chinese, Irish, and others, who built this nation's railroads with their blood and sweat. Their story is the true story of the Transcontinental Railroad.